Hi, everyone. Welcome to Glitch and Glow, the podcast where digital dreams meet soulful self care. I'm Ariel,
And I'm Edna.
and we're social workers by trade, and we're your hosts on this journey through the worlds of tech, wellness, gaming, and Black womanhood.
Each week, we dive into real conversations, level up our self care, decode the latest tech, and celebrate the wins, big and small, in our communities.
Whether you're here for the healing, the hacks, or the high scores, you're in the right place. So grab your tea, your controller, or your headphones. Let's tap in. So let's get into boot sequence where we boot up and sink in. Here's what's on our minds today. So let's start off with our glitches. What's been a thorn in your side this week, Edna?
So it's a glitch and glow at the same time. But yeah, we'll start off with the glitch because it started off as a glitch, to be clear. So I'm getting my hair braided tomorrow. Woo, really excited about
Braided?
that.
Time out.
I
Time
know. I'm still
out.
gonna get
You never
cornrows,
get
just
it
like fish
braided.
braid. Girl, but we've already talked about my hair enough on this podcast, and it's
I'm
just
just saying.
like I can do this,
You can
I'm
do
really
this.
excited about it. So yeah, gonna get my hair braided, but I don't think I've really shared that I've been on this journey to find items that are less toxic. And I have this little app that can like take pictures of ingredients so that, whatever science that they had did in the background that I don't really care about, but they did it. It'll tell you like how many toxic items are in it. And it
Mm.
has been a hellish experience because it just makes you realize how much shit is just in all the products that we use. Like, why is it so hard to
Mm-hmm.
find clean makeup? Like, actually clean makeup. I'll be on TikTok. What's the clean makeup? Like, all y'all beauty influencers tell me. They'll say something and then you go, you scan it, and you're like, is this clean? No, it's not. Finally found something. It's Kosas, by the way, Kosas. They have like really clean makeup. Fine. Then I was like, oh, hair products. Okay. That was a whole journey. Found those. Well, now to get your hair braided, I was like, okay, okay. So then, of
Mm-hmm.
course, my husband and I were talking about it and we're like getting deep into it because there's so many black hair care products that like you cannot find something that's not toxic. Like it is
Mm-hmm.
crazy, like just completely clean. Even stuff that's owned by black people and black women, like still has some toxic stuff in it. And then it went, of course, into this like deep, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but you already know where I'm going with this. Like the research, are they trying to kill black women? Like, why aren't they doing
Mm-hmm.
enough to help? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we putting extra bad stuff in here? Like, yada, yada.
Yeah.
So, major glitch for me, just like a glitch, glitch, glitch. The glow is that we go into the beauty supply today, and I'm like, we finna be in here. I'm gonna be with my app like for the next 30 minutes. I'm ready to spend my time. And the very first braiding gel I grab, clean.
Hey.
I said, I mean, not a one else that we grabbed was clean, but that one, right off the bat when I walked in, a thick, big old tub, about $16, but worth it. So
Worth it. Worth
yeah,
it.
I'm doing both. But yeah, that was my glitch, that turned into, I guess, the glow of like me actually being able to find something. Except that I could not find an edge controller.
Oh,
First off,
girl.
how dare they write it that tiny, those ingredients? Second off,
Purpose, girl. What you mean? They said if you really about to look at this fine print, then I
it's
guess
not for you.
like
You really want to know? And every single one, like first off, we were like, how are there so many edge controllers? Then finally, we're
because
just
some
going
don't
through.
really work. That's why.
I
So we need
know,
a lot,
I
know.
know, I know. And I was willing to risk it all. I was like, as long as it's healthier. Couldn't not have find a one. A whole aisle in the beauty supply. Couldn't find a one. But I did find the braiding gel. So I'm gonna take that as my glow at the end. That's how I'm gonna
I
end
like
it. I found
that.
one. I
Yeah.
wish I could name what it is right now. I'll try and remember later. So in case anybody's like, what did she use? And who knows? Because when I told the braider, they were like, so we use this and we haven't had any problems in the past, but you can bring what you want to bring. But also, if it don't work, you can't blame us. And I was like, that is fair. That's completely fair. But that is apparently the risk
That
I'm
is
running. It's
okay.
fair.
I mean, that's
It's fair.
fair. I
Yeah, it's
hope it
fair.
works out. I hope that they
Too.
like use the products that you bring and it's
Yeah.
like,
They
you
said they
know,
would, so it'll be
yeah.
fine. I just want it to
Yeah.
last too. But maybe you can't have both yet. I don't know, but anybody who wants to start a business of like clean products, There is a market for it, okay? Like you
Hello.
can really maybe make some money if you needed an idea. I just gave it to you. Um, and I would buy
You're
it
like,
because
I'm not
I
even
need
gonna
it.
copyright it, okay? You're like, this
No,
is a
I will
gift.
literally just
A
purchase
gift.
it. Give me some because I'm looking for it and it is really hard to find. My
Boy.
goodness,
Well,
though.
I'm happy you did find something though.
Me
So,
too. It did exist. It did.
yeah, yeah.
How about you? What are your, well, you can give us both now. Glitch
Yeah,
and
I'm about
glow.
to give both. Boom. They are not related. My glitch is like a little silly, but
Okay.
it's like mosquito season right now. Like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a late August is really when the mosquitoes like to like come out. And I don't know what it is. I should actually read into it because I keep hearing that like there's just certain people who are prone to like mosquitoes. Okay. Okay, Edna's pointing at herself. I am one too. So like last week maybe, I don't know when yeah, it was last week. I like went to spend some time with one of my friends, and we were like outside like playing with her kids, and like kid you not, within 30 seconds I got 6 mosquito bites, and I like welt up. Like it is like, no, thank you. Not a good time. So, really, that's just my glitch is that I just keep getting bitten up by these bugs. And, like,
Yeah,
there's
no,
just
it's
little
really bad for
relief,
me.
is all it is.
I feel you.
Just relief. No
I could
relief.
spray the spray. Does it really work? Any of them? Not sure. I could light the citronella candles. Are those working? Not sure. Because I'm still getting bit personally. I've worn fleece lined leggings to at least still try to be outside. Still gotten bit. Have you ever used the little bug bite thing?
No.
It's like a suctiony.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I never
It
use.
works.
Is it? Yeah.
It legit works. There's no medicine or nothing in it. It's literally just a little suction thing. And if you do it like almost right away, or like at least if you're out and about, you come back home and you do it over the welts, they'll go away quicker and they won't be as like itchy and irritating. It really, really works. I mean, you're still gonna get
Okay.
bit. That's not preventative,
Yeah, yeah,
but for that
yeah.
feeling afterwards, they low key really work. And they're
Okay,
cheap.
that's good to know. Because
Mm.
I actually do a pretty good job of like not scratching them because when I
Mm.
would like, I would scar. And so, we're not trying to do
Oh.
all that. But
Mm.
I've been doing pretty good about not scratching. But it's just been like a lot. Even earlier this morning, I came back from working out. I was going to go through the back door. And when I opened the screen door, the back door just had mosquitoes on it. I went around the front. I said, never mind. I won't. I'm not
Good.
gonna open the door
For
and
what?
either get bit up or let that in my place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I support you.
So, anyhoodle, that's my glitch.
Mm-hmm.
These bugs are trying to eat me.
Mm-hmm.
But my glow is that over the weekend I went to a bachelorette party
Yes.
for my like one of my like oldest friends, and it was a really really good time. It was super cute, and it was very like themed. Like it was a Mean Girls theme, and there were all the things that we were doing. They were like, it felt like very classic type bachelorette party where it was
Mm,
like we did like a look-alike contest where we all like dressed up as her and she like picked who did the best, and then we made
cute.
like charcuterie boards, which I realized like I need to make more of those because mine was
Such a great
bomb.
time. Oh,
Like it was
wow.
really good. I was
Now I
like,
thought you were gonna say, I thought you were like, 'cause I love eating them.
I
You're
mean,
like, "'Cause
also
I
that,
think
but I was like,
beautiful.
what I put on my board, excellent. What else were we doing? Oh, we had a talent show, and I was convinced I didn't have a talent. And then I was like, what can I do that's like chill, where I don't have to like sing or anything? So
Okay,
I ended up, I was like, oh, I could do a headstand. But
for
then I had to go
sure.
run and practice really quick just to make sure I could do it. But I was like,
Hmm.
I still got it. Okay. Shout out to gymnastics. So I was able to do
You
that
did. I
headstand.
was
It was
like
like really
really
cute.
thinking that. Yeah, I was like, girl, what?
I do, just, I don't know. Sometimes I just had to check. I had to check to
Yeah,
make sure. But,
yeah.
anyhoodle, it was really cute. We like went to a winery and just like hung
Oh,
out. So
nice. And you
it
were
was a
like,
good
free to be
time.
present. So it sounds like you were.
Very present.
Good.
I am tired now because did not get home
Explain.
till 7 o'clock last night. So
Yeah,
like the turnaround to like get it together for the work week was a feat. But here we
hashtag
are.
worth it.
We've made
boyfriend.
exactly.
Hmm.
So, and she
Hmm.
had a good time, and really, that's all that matters. So, like,
Yeah.
it was super fun. Yeah,
Good. I'm so glad that you had a great time. That's a
yeah,
great glow.
it was
Like
fun. And
genuine.
there were so many we were in New Buffalo.
Okay.
There's so many bachelorette parties there. Like we counted at
Really?
least 10 other ones.
Oh,
Like when we went out and then also when we went to this winery and like they were just I don't know if it was like
where is
bachelorette
New Buffalo?
weekend in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
It's in
Okay.
Michigan, yeah.
Okay.
And like it's like yeah, like right by the lake and like it's like $1 million homes over there. Like apparent this one girl was saying from one of the other bachelorette parties. This
Mm.
one other girl said that like New Buffalo is like the Hamptons of the
Mm.
Midwest because
Oh.
like it's like there's it's like a beach town essentially. It's a beach town and
Mm.
there's these really big homes and everybody goes there to like vacation in the summers and like all of that.
Mm.
So I was
Who
like, oh,
knew?
I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
But this was not my first bachelorette party in New Buffalo, so I was like, you know what,
Oh,
maybe.
oh wow. Meanwhile, I'm like, where is it? At first,
Hmm.
I was like, oh, and then I was like, I need to catch up. I have to ask. I don't care how dumb I sound. Where is this again?
Yep,
I've
yep,
never
yep.
actually heard of this before. Okay.
Yeah, but it was
Okay, well,
cute.
good.
It was
Good. You'll
fun.
rest later. This weekend, maybe.
Uh, but you
But
know,
maybe.
I'm gonna get my sleep in now. I know that much.
In the night.
So that I
In
know
the
we will
night.
be fine.
After this episode.
Okay.
Uh, all right. Well, let's move into our debug this segment. And of course, that's where we're talking about today's topic. And before I get into it, I'm just gonna like start us off straight up with a question. I know, Ariel. We're just gonna
I don't know
like let's
anything.
just jump into it.
We didn't even converse before this
We
episode, so I don't
didn't.
know what's
We
going
didn't.
on.
We were a little tired, so we were like, we're gonna jump into it so we can save all our energy just for this
Exactly.
episode. But okay, Ariel, no pressure. Can you name any video games with black female protagonists as the lead?
Dear female protagonist as the lead. As the lead?
As the lead, like it is her.
I'm having a hard time even thinking of any black female protagonists at all, actually.
That's fair. That's my second question is like, if
Yeah.
not a lead, can you name games with black female characters in general?
Yo, like, I don't think so. Not off the top of my head. I am really in my brain, like, running through a Rolodex of, like, games that I've played,
Hmm.
and, like, nothing's coming to mind.
Yep,
Oh,
I
that
feel
feels
you.
sad to me. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that felt sad to you because I was literally gonna say, how does that make you feel?
I'm like, that feels sad to me.
It is not
I'm
funny.
like, yeah, I mean, like, kind of, but, like, not
Not really,
really.
not really. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, right. It's like it's tough.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not surprised that you said that,
Hmm.
because I did the same thing and I felt very much the same way of being like, yo, this sucks. It's really, really hard to think of something.
Yeah.
Um, and there are a few games that I thought of, but really it wasn't us being like a lead for sure. Well, no, some leads came to mind. So first what came to mind were like fighting games and athletic games where you can like choose a character. So like even in MK, it's what's her name? Jade? Tanya? One of them. One of them is black. You know who I'm talking about?
Nah, girl.
Okay. Well, we said in the movie she's the one that had the avatar.
Yeah, but I don't
Mm.
know why I'm remembering her being Asian though. Was she black? Was Jade black?
Well, maybe Tanya was. One of them is this is see, but this is an
I may
issue.
be wrong. I
This is
actually
an
don't
issue.
remember.
This
That's
is
why
an
I'm
issue. You're
like
making me want to Google it right now, but I'm not going to.
and I
Somebody
feel
else
like
can.
because the Jade I'm thinking of is the Jade from like the OG MK movie, cause or
Oh
well,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
she
she
was
is.
Asian. So I'm like, is that what's
Yeah.
happening to me right now?
It
Like,
might be, but it also could be a whole other character, which is Tanya. So, like now I can't let it go.
we gotta know. We gotta know.
I gotta look it up
Because the
because
only other one I was thinking of is like Sheba, but I'm like, Sheba is a monster. Like she's like a lady monster, but like, you know.
She's a lady monster. Okay, so Tanya definitely has been
Okay.
black. Okay. I'm gonna leave Jade alone. But I was like, okay, maybe I was thinking Tanya this whole time. But that goes to show this is the problem.
Exactly.
And then athletic games, like you remember we would play like the Olympics games or whatever,
Yes.
like other stuff
Yes.
like that where you could choose a character or an athlete. And then I started thinking of really more recent games.
Mm.
So South of Midnight is a game with a black female protagonist and lead. And it's recently come out in the last year. I haven't played it because they do not have it on my consoles, but a lot of people like were raving about it and really liked it at the time. It has to do with like the American Deep South, and like black culture. You've probably seen it around, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. And then there's this cute little pixel game called Discounty, where in the commercial it's a black character as the main character. But you can essentially like change your skin, right? So like I was thinking about games where, oh, well, you can change your skin in these games, which like feels really inclusive and great. So you can do that in Discounty, but also in Discounty, like I was saying, even in the commercial, like it's a little black pixelated character who's like running around, which is nice
Mm-hmm.
that it's not just
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, later on you find it out once you're playing the game. It's like, oh no, I can see, I can be a black
Right.
woman in this game. And the
Right.
grandma's black at the end of the day. So like, even if you change the skin color, the grandma is black. And then you can change your character in Hogwarts Legacy, in A Witchy Life Story, Infinity Nikki. So there's all these games you can change. And like fun fact for
Infinity
me, I
Nikki.
always make myself a black woman, and then I always make her with pink hair because like goals for me one day when I feel
Mm-hmm.
like F this professional world, I'm wearing my pink hair, like it will happen one day. But yeah, so those are the games that I was thinking of, but it's really hard, like genuinely really hard in thinking about
Yeah.
all the games there are in the world to
Yeah.
think of a black
And I
female.
feel like too, with what you're saying, like a lot of them you have to choose the option to do that, right? Like it's not
Mm,
just like here she is, this is the character. It's like
mhm.
you kind of have to like do some customization in order for that to happen.
Right, 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 right. Like not everybody has to play with that
Right.
character. Yep.
Right.
So today's discussion is like really spawning from a post that was written for not Greek, my goodness, for Geek Girl Con by Ashley Lawson Kilpatrick. And the post that she created is called The Black Female Protagonist and the Importance of Representation to Black Female Gamers. And so I think that's exactly what we're talking about. Like, it's lacking. We are having a hard time to literally have this conversation right now. And she talks about representation and how important it is in media, especially as Black women. So, Ariel, can you tell us or name a time where you felt like you were represented in media and how it made you feel?
Like back in the day, I don't know if UPN was like a national broadcasting company situation, but I do remember they had a lot of black TV programming. So like a lot of shows on UPN, like One on One, The Parkers, Moesha, like a lot of it was actually in like TV shows now that I'm thinking about it.
Hmm.
Um, and then I would also say, well, would you books or media? Do books kind of no? They
Books are
I
media.
was like
Yep, they
they
count.
count, yeah.
They count.
I was and then I would say like in a lot of books that I would read, like I would
Hmm.
specifically kind of like seek out content
Mm.
that had a like a black woman protagonist.
Hmm.
So it was mostly in like movies, books,
Hmm.
shows kind of thing. But
Hmm.
if I think about like games, I like don't really remember seeing anything. But
Yeah.
that was part one. What was the other part? How did it make me feel?
Hmm.
My gosh, lovely. It's so nice to see yourself like
Hmm.
represented. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
Um actually, I don't know. Oh, I guess I'm no, it's not really a spoiler. In the most recent season of FX's The Bear, the show
Mm-hmm.
about the cooking. So there's actually an episode that really follows like Sydney, who's like the black female chef. Who is like the lead protagonist of the show or one of them.
Hmm.
And the whole episode just is kind of like a day in the life of Sydney, and you see
Hmm.
her going to her cousin's house to like get her hair
Hmm.
braided. And
Oh.
like they're just kind of like laughing it up, chatting, and like her daughter is there, and like they kind of like detail some. very, very common experiences where like you run out of hair, so your hair is halfway done. You got to wait for somebody to come back with the hair or like
No,
stuff like that. So like seeing
yeah.
that even just in this most recent season was like it like felt so good to see. It just
Yeah. Did
felt
she write
really,
that
really
one?
good to see. She
I know
did.
she writes something. Yeah, yeah,
She
that
did.
sounds
She
right.
wrote that one.
That
Yeah.
sounds really
Yeah.
right.
So like that was super cool to see just like and again it's not something that was like steeped in trauma or like violence. It was just
Mm,
like a regular day. And
yeah.
like that to me is what really resonated that it was just like a normal day.
Hmm.
And it was just a black woman living and like it was
Hmm.
fine. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that was really really powerful for me. And I
Yeah.
remember even looking up on social media, just like, you know, like fan reactions or whatever. And like so many black women were like, it was just so nice to see an episode that like
Mm.
felt like us, you know? So yeah,
That's so nice. And I'm behind, and I do love that show. It got a little stressful though, so I was like,
it's
you
a
know
very
what?
stressful show.
And I used to be like, it's not that stressful. And then I don't know what was going on. I was like, oh, girl, I think we need a break. So I'm gonna go back, but I definitely took a little break there, and that makes me want to go back and watch it for sure. You're making me think of two things. One thing is, this is pre what's his name having all his issues, Jonathan Majors, but back when Lovecraft was on HBO.
Oh, Lovecraft.
Right.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
talking about specifically though the episode where the mom is doing the time travel. I had never
Yes.
seen anything like that before, like thinking about black women in fantasy and like
Mm-hmm.
the power that she was holding and like the freedom and independence that she was having. I remember being like, this is maybe the best thing I've ever seen. Like in the moment I
Mm-hmm.
was just so I loved it. I
Yeah.
loved it so much because I had
Yeah.
never experienced anything like that before.
That was episode 3 of the season, I think. Or no, it was later in the season. Maybe 6, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Oh, because episode 3 was a scary one. I remember. Never mind. We can move past that. But
Some of them, a
yes,
lot of them are
yes,
low-key kind of scary, but that one was
most
like,
of them. But that
yeah.
one was like very cool to watch. Yeah,
Yeah, it was so good. And
yeah.
then you had me thinking about Well-Read Black Girl, like that book that's like a what am I trying to say? That book that is a combination of women telling their stories about the first time they saw themselves in a book.
Mm,
Um, and it's so nice to just think about that experience, and it is exactly representation, like what we're talking about now.
mm-hmm,
And it's so like powerful again, and it's so nice to just be like, oh, now I have a list of books that I need to read to be able
mm-hmm,
to think like, oh, I can have experiences like this too. Whether
mm-hmm.
if that's like fantasy, romance, like just all the things, just not like the
Yeah.
stereotypes that we often get put into. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to just see yourself in other media. It feels really good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I kept saying powerful. I think that's like resonating with me right now a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she gave a stat, and we've talked about the ESA before, and it's from the Entertainment Software Association, or ESA, that approximately 10.5 million Black female gamers, representing about 5.5% of the total gaming population, are in the United States. So it's like, we're here. We clearly want the content,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Mm-hmm.
really hard to get it because it happened with South of Midnight. It happened with The Acolyte, that Star Wars show. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it even happened with like Ironheart and happens with other black shows too. Thinking
Oh,
about that animated
definitely.
Wakanda show, I can't think of the name right now, where they get review bombed. Like even before you've experienced it, even
Mm-hmm.
before you've seen it, right? Like people are just going and being like, this shit sucks. And you don't, it's literally because there's a black woman who
Mm-hmm.
is the lead, or a black
Mm-hmm.
person oftentimes too, but definitely in these instances, a black woman, people have really strong,
Mm-hmm.
just like terrible feelings about it. I be having a lot of feelings. How do you feel about it when you hear about all that stuff? I know you've seen it. I know you have
Yeah.
feelings.
I mean, it's frustrating, right? It's like and like you said, I feel like a lot of times like these reviews come out before like the content even becomes like available, you know what I mean?
Mhm,
And so
mhm.
like I'm like to deliberately just destroy or like tear down a project just because like the lead is a black woman is like it's like it's discouraging, it's frustrating,
Hmm.
and it's like it just like kind of makes me tired, honestly. Like
Hmm.
I feel like I experience so much like black fatigue around that stuff that like I don't even really get super up in arms about it. I'm just kind of like, here we go again. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And then like the content will come out and then people be like, "Oh, actually this was kind of good." Well, not everybody because people
Hmm.
are intent when people want to be hateful, they just want to be hateful and it is
Hmm.
what it is. But then a
Hmm.
lot of times actual like critic reviewers will watch and be like, "This was actually amazing," or blah 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 blah, you know? So and I think it also sparks like it's just like a lot of rage bait too. Like it like sparks so
Hmm.
much discourse and I think it really like the point is to get people activated and fighting and to like get people to like fall into these stereotypes that are placed on us. And
Hmm.
yeah, when I see I just be tired. I just get
Hmm.
really tired. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I got tired. I'd be getting mad as hell. I'd be
I'd be
sitting there like,
tired.
I don't understand why you can't just not engage. Like, I don't understand why it
Mhm.
take why put forth the effort to be like, this shit sucks when you actually don't know anything about it. And I think specifically the Acolyte and South of Midnight make me feel that way because it's like you don't have to actually play this game. Like
Yeah.
there are so many games in the world. Why actually participate in this game? Now, the Star Wars fans and all that they got going on, I I don't even know what to say to like make this be okay because I'm not supposed to cuss that bad on this podcast because that's what it makes me want to do. Because I remember like that show is not the best, right? Like I know
Mhm.
that, but the extent with which people were like, this show is just everything that's wrong, like Jedi and not Jedi, but Star Wars is becoming too woke and all that. Like that whole thing
Mhm.
is just so crazy to me. Um, and I thought they did like not enough to be like, well, now we're canceling the whole thing, but that's what ended up happening. Like they canceled the
Yeah.
whole thing. And it was like,
Mhm.
really? Especially, and I have to get this off my chest, especially because that Boba Fett show, in my opinion, sucked. It was terrible. Nobody in this world can convince me. I saw every episode, and that shit was bad. And so people were not going in on that show like they were on Acolyte, and I was like, hey,
Mm,
guys.
mhm.
Be
Mhm.
for real, because not all the Star Wars stuff has been great. They're definitely milking the IP. Some of it has been really good. But anyways, I'm gonna get off my high horse with that. But I think that's just like a great, just like explanation of we
Mhm.
want the things, just give it to us, and like
Mhm.
maybe don't pay attention to the people that are just here to get us
Right.
off or out of the way or make sure that we stay down or whatever. Like we want to have representation too. Okay. So to go a little darker for a second, I know you're like,
No.
no, no.
No.
Well, because you know, just for like a second,
I should have known because that sigh was too serious before you
like,
started.
uh,
I was like, oh
uh,
no.
let me, I was just like, um, so I think one thing, just to like, because I'm always, with us in our conversations, thinking about like the mental health aspect of it, and she does say it in this article too, of like, when you're not able to engage, or when you finally are going and you're engaging in online gaming specifically too, like the hate that one gets as a woman, and especially as a black woman, and it happens to black men too, like there is a disproportionate amount of like racism, harassment, sexism that's happening in playing these games that can then contribute to like loneliness, anxiety, and depression. And I
Mhm.
even think about it had me really thinking like about my experiences because I remember I was talking to you and even on the podcast about wanting to do more online gaming. And
Mhm.
like anytime I think of, I don't even play first person shooters anymore, but like going and playing a Call of Duty and I'm like,
And
I don't
playing
want to subject
live.
myself to that. Like I've
Yeah.
seen the videos. I know what happens. I've heard other people talk about it. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. So if I'm feeling that like that, I know that that's like an experience that other people are feeling too. But in the world of hope, there are like some games that are definitely, have some black female characters. But when we think about representation or even like intersectionality, we're black and we're women. And so
Mhm.
there are definitely some female led games that have happened over the past few decades. Can you think of any of those? Just like in general, a woman.
No, because I feel like, my brain, I'm tired, y'all, so we're not
Okay.
firing all cylinders, but
Okay, it's okay. I'll tell you. So first off, this isn't led, but there are like, of course, women were in games, but they were definitely aligning with gender roles. So we have women who need to be saved, essentially. Like Zelda needs to be saved by Link.
mm,
Princess Peach needs to be saved by Mario, right? Like the
mhm,
women are there,
mhm,
but they're definitely
mhm,
damsels in distress. But
mhm.
then Laura Croft popped up, and she was like, bow, bow,
Oh,
bow, like jumping and doing all that
climb,
stuff.
climb.
She was this puzzle, dodge roll. Like she was out here switching it up, working out in her mansion, okay? Having a great time. And that game has had like a lot of longevity. A lot of people were playing that game.
Mhm.
And then interestingly, they give another stat that like only 8.3% of main characters in video games are women from non-white ethnic backgrounds. Are you surprised by that?
Listeners, you cannot see my face, but my face indicated no, I'm not. Not at all. Not at all, which is sad to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know. I do want to give some hope and I do want to give some dream space. Shout out to Trisha Hersey with the Nat Ministry, but I do want to give us some dream space at the end. But before I do that, I do want to just like give a shout out to some games that do have black female characters as the protagonist. They're definitely more recent games, but I have not played this, so I'm sorry if I'm saying this name wrong, but it is Nilin from Remember Me. I have not played that. There's some debate about this
Never
because when
heard
I
of
saw
it.
this, I hadn't heard of it either. When I saw this one, I was like, is she black? Like, I turned to my husband, I was like, is this character black? Then I looked it up online even further because this was in the article, and I was like, huh, it sounds like there's some discourse about this, but nevertheless, they say that Clementine from Telltale's The Walking Dead is black, and that's the little girl, like the main character in the show, or not in the show, in the game. Yeah,
Clementine?
yeah. So not from, did you play this game?
No, I mean I've seen it. I haven't played it,
Okay. Okay,
but
okay, okay. But you see her little self in there, and I was like,
yeah,
but that's what they had said. So that's
I
what
guess.
that's
I
what they said
guess.
on the internet.
Okay.
And let me not count anybody out from joining the group, you know?
You
If that's who
know?
they are, that's who they are. Please join us. Frey from Forspoken. I will say though, Forspoken was interesting to watch my husband play a little bit. It will not be a game that I'm playing, but nevertheless, there's a black woman who is leading that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I already mentioned South of Midnight with Hazel. And then I
Mm-hmm.
mentioned a bunch of games where you can, of course, modify your character to look however you want them to look and to represent you too. So
Mm-hmm.
there are some games out there. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you want to create a game for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you find a game, like, tell us. I want to find more games. And they always
Yeah,
have
that would
a list
actually be
for
really
this,
cool.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If there was a game that you could play, Ariel, that had a black female protagonist, what would be your dream space? Like, what would it be like? What would you be doing?
Ooh, I really like fantasy. So
You
I
do.
think it would be a fantasy kind of theme. I think I would like, okay. You know what? Okay, this is what's coming to mind. So, I feel like, and I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back to the dreamscape. But, I feel like a lot of the like shows, movies that I feel like really resonated with me with black women as the leads.
Hmm.
It was always a group of four for whatever reason. It's always a group of four. It's girlfriends. It's insecure. It's Harlem. It's like there's like so
Ooh,
many
it's
shows,
for.
right? And it's always four black women. It's always everybody's like different, but they all like love each other down, support each other, all of that, right? So
Mhm.
I think it could be cool to like have like a group of four, doesn't have to be four, but like a group, right? Like a friend group of black women in a fantasy
Mhm.
realm who are
Mhm.
like running around, and I think I want them to be able to do like little side quests where you can like do a mini puzzle or do something to like either gain extra health if you need it, because like, in my mind we're gonna fight something at the very end. We're gonna fight something at the very end, and so we're
Got
doing
it.
all these side quests to like make sure we've got like the things to keep us healthy. And I think, oh, now I'm like things are going awry in my brain right now, because now I'm like the things that we want to find are things that I feel like are very specific to Black women,
Ooh.
like how you were like different hair products that are like a staple, right? Um or like maybe like specific like foods, right? Or like, you know what I mean? So things that are very, very Black. Like when you think about them, they are part of Black culture. So like doing
Mm-hmm.
side quests to like gather all these things so you're like prepared and ready to go against
Yeah.
the final boss. Now, who that person is or monster or thing or whatever, that
Hmm.
is not fully fledged out. But um
Fair. Fair.
coming up with the game on the fly, y'all. But I want everyone to like play a role, right? Like one person's your puzzle person, one person is your fighter, one person is your strategist. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of
Mm.
like collaboration and teamwork, and somehow all of that comes together, and we must fight the big boss,
Mm-hmm.
whatever whoever that is. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's where I'm at. I think that could be so cute.
Pressed by you. No storyboard, off the dome. Didn't have a piece of paper, just drunk that straight up. That was really nice.
Yeah, that
I
feels
like
fun
that.
to me.
I
I'm like,
like
it's
it.
fantasy, but I'm like, what kind of fantasy would incorporate hair products and food and like,
Black one, made for black women.
yeah. I'm thinking about it even harder now. We're
Well,
gonna
because
move
I'm
on
even
for me, but I'm
thinking,
like,
no, because I'm even thinking like so many games, you have to like go make or get ingredients so that you can, like you said, get your health up or get some sort
hmm
of like immunity or whatever it is. Like when
yeah,
you're
an
Link running
extra
around,
boost,
exactly,
some
exactly.
speed.
And when you're Link going around in Breath of the Wild, you be collecting all this little stuff. Then you have to go cook it up. They be like, clink, 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 clink. It's this little jingle
Yes,
thing. You
yes,
be clinking that stuff up. Now you got whatever you need to go into the snow for hours. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
like, it's giving. I could see, like, hair products being like, what is your armor? What is your crown? Like, some sort of thing like
yes.
that. It could be
And that in
cool.
my head is like, depending on like what hair product you find, like that could like change your hairstyle, and it's for a reason, right? Whatever that reason is. But you could like, if you
Yeah.
find if you find if you find edge control, next thing we know, we've got braids. And what are the braids? And we need the braids because we need to fight, because your hair is out of
Hmm.
your face, and so you're about
Ooh,
to fight. You're about to go into battle, so you need to
pulling up.
take the edge control. It changes your hair. You're ready to fight. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
I do.
Well, it's all
I love
coming to
it.
me now.
I love it. I really
Anywho,
do. Like I said,
yeah.
just impressed. See, I knew it was going to end on a good note. I was like, look, we could wish it into existence. But somebody can hear this and be like, you know what? They were onto something. Hurry up. I'm about to email you. Tell me the rest of your thoughts.
Now I feel like I need to like journal this before bed.
Get it all out. You could write the story, you know what I'm saying? Get a dev team together, whatever. I'm just saying. Somebody out there would be interested, hopefully.
It could be cute. It could be
It
cute.
could be. It could be. That was like unique and everything. Like you thought out of the box. I would have never said that. That was so good. I'm so impressed, friend.
Thanks. That was fun. That was like fun to think about.
Good.
I was like, well, what
Yeah.
game would I what would I want?
That's what you would
Play
want.
that.
Representation.
And like
That's what you
heavy,
would want.
heavy representation,
Yeah.
not like a Easter
Skirting
egg
around.
or like a, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
want it to be blackety black.
Hmm. I love it. I really do. And the music would be fire. I don't know what it is yet, but it would be great.
Yes, it would be. Yes, it would. I don't know what it is either, but
It
yes.
would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all I got for you.
Wait, what's yours? You don't have one?
No, you like blew my mind so much that I'm like, I just want to join in on that game. I just like
It's
made
like
up these
fully
questions.
prepared. I'm like, what's your game? What's it gonna
Oh, I
be?
don't have one. It's like a combination of like me wanting to be really cozy and
Mm,
like live through maybe some sort of narrative game and or like a platformer where I'm like running around doing some jumping and a little like tiny bit of fighting and a little puzzles, but like and it's beautiful and all the black
mm-hmm.
people in it look beautiful. Maybe there's a romance situation because we don't get a lot of romance, like period. Then you put it in a game and it's like, oh. So, just like seeing a black woman run around and be beautiful. And I think I'm also at an age where I think like so many of these female main characters are young. I want her in her like 30s up, like
Yeah,
all the way up,
yeah.
all the way up. I think that's something that I personally would also enjoy. But like, yeah, good story. Also rooted in our culture and all that. So it wasn't as fun as yours, but like definitely yours,
I
I
like
was
a
like,
quest.
damn,
I like a
that
quest.
was awesome. I was just like, what do I already play? Make it black. I was not thinking outside the box at all. So don't come to me for the ideas. Go to Ariel. I will test the game. I will play the game. I
There
will
you
give you
go.
my thoughts, but I will not create it. I'll try my best. But it's not going to be as good. So, Ariel's game for sure. So, yeah, representation matters.
Yeah, it really does. And I think like, wait. Do you hear my echo?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it sounds like I'm echoing on my end, but if you don't hear it, then maybe it's fine.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Now it's fine. It was like for a minute it was doing that. So
So
yeah, I was
Xavier
like,
can say,
wave. Yeah,
Xavier, there's two
sorry.
this time.
Sorry. Yeah, no, okay, it sounds fine now, so that's interesting. Any hoodle. Okay, and wait, is it my turn
What?
next? Is it my turn?
Yes,
Oh
for
yeah,
glow
okay.
mode.
Got it. And okay. Okay, so let's shift into glow mode. So it's a space for wins, wisdom, and words that lift us up. So, Edna, what's a word or phrase or affirmation that sets your intention for the week?
Think I'm gonna cheat and say two, fun and celebration. So I'm
Mm.
spending some time with my siblings. It's our first sibling trip with our significant others will be coming and I'm really excited. Like we haven't done it before.
That's gonna be
It'll be a good
so fun.
time. Yeah. And so like the weather might be hit or miss, but even then, like I'm just genuinely excited to spend time with them. And we like each other and stuff. I said that to
Mm-hmm.
somebody and they were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, there's how many of you? Like there's five of us." And they're like, "Oh, and you all like each other?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yo, that's
So,
something because sometimes people
yeah.
do not like their family. I'm like, I feel blessed that that's not how I
Yeah.
feel about
Yeah, yeah,
mine,
yeah.
but I know
Yeah.
that's a thing. So,
No, that's definitely a thing
yeah.
because I mean, we could say some
Hmm.
other stuff, but like my siblings and I, we like each other.
You're like,
We
if
do
we
like each
weren't
other.
family, we would still be friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. This is also not my therapy session, okay? This is a
Hello.
podcast. So, all you need to take away is I really love my siblings. I'm excited to spend some time with them. So, I want to have fun. I want to like celebrate being together. And that's it. Genuine. Can you hear my smile? You can definitely see
I
my
know.
smile. I'm
I
excited.
was like, you're smiling so wild, your cheeks hurt. Like,
Almost. Like, I can't wait. Genuinely. I'm gonna come back though, like you, like, I'm tired. I already know. Be tweaking, boy. Wishing I slept so much.
anytime there's a big weekend, we come back and we're like, okay,
Woo. It's
we're
time to
gonna
be
make
alone
it.
and go to sleep.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
How about you?
what's mine? I think honestly, what I'm gonna focus on this week is just to reset, honestly. Bachelorette
Mhm.
party was so fun. It was a great time, amazing. But there was little time for like alone time. And so
Mhm.
that was a thing that we powered through. But
Mhm.
yeah, I just kind of want to reset, get back in my routine. I need to go grocery shopping, just kind of like
Mhm.
get back to it. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think that's the goal for the week is to just like get it together
I love
again.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
Before another busy weekend, it sounds like. You mean
Summer is
yay?
always fun. Summer should be fun. Summer should be fun. Summer is fun. It's
It is.
busy. We're having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
good.
I have another blanket to crochet. So
Oh,
the
that's
yarn's
good.
coming in tomorrow.
I
So I'm gonna
love
get
that.
started on that. Hopefully I
I
can
love
finish
it.
it in the next week or so. We'll see.
Put on the Hobbit.
I could do that. Yes, I could.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I could do that. Potentially.
Just kidding.
I
Nobody's
failed the
gonna get you
mission.
to watch.
Listeners, I told so in the beginning of the podcast, I was like, I'm on a journey. Da, 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 da. The journey has paused.
I
So
thought the journey was over. You're like, I'm giving up, to be
I'm
clear.
giving up on The Hobbit, probably. And then we'll just move on. But,
For sure. You're just saying like the normal trilogy? Like Lord of the Rings?
no, 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 no. Because I already watched that. I moving
Yeah.
on to what's the show? Ring of Fire.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just move on to that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah. That's a
we
good
could do a
idea.
little of
I
that.
forgot about that. Smart. Smart, smart, smart. You'll find it to be a good time, I think.
Yeah.
It's a
Because
little
I like
slow.
fantasy. That's
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's okay. Everyone's
Mhm.
saying it's like so excellent. It's gonna pick up, and I'm okay with the slow start. I just need it to pick up because that is what happens in fantasy. You're world building. You're doing all the things. It takes a little bit, but then like boom.
Yeah.
So
It's really pretty. And one thing that my husband and I were talking about was like what we never got from Game of Thrones were like those big cinematic scenes where like the whole army is coming. You know, they do that a lot in Lord of the Rings, right? Where like there's the hill and
they
all
had
the
that in
horses are
like
coming.
later seasons, kind of.
No, they didn't.
Yes,
I
they
felt like
do.
I felt like they
Battle of the
came to the end when the bears
Bastards.
saw them. Yeah, they
Um,
should have had way more, I guess is my point. By the end
because
too,
they've
I was
had like
like,
fights, but like when Daenerys like took over Marine and like
yeah, that wasn't enough for us. They weren't like beautiful, big cinematic. Like in Lord of the
okay,
Rings, they're
that's
very
fair. They're
building.
not beautiful. They're not beautiful. It
Oh,
is very
too hard.
like but
Yeah. So you'll appreciate it. You'll appreciate it. Should we start a Lord of the Rings podcast? Like, no, but
no, we
we have talked about
shouldn't.
it too much.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm really trying to make it through. It's
No,
I'm
it was me. You talked about crocheting, and I was like,
oh yeah.
already talked about her. Haha, I'm so funny. Ah,
You are funny. Don't do that.
thanks, thanks, friend. All right, y'all. Well, remember, you can tune in on YouTube and Spotify, and you can always follow us on IG or email us at glitchandglowpod. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks on Tuesday. And as we power down, remember, every glitch has a glow up. Bye, y'all.
Bye.